One Piece, whole cake, Sanji arc? Let's get it. Luffy ate a poisonous fish, don't worry about it, it don't matter, because Big Germa pull up, aka Germa 66, aka Sanji's family, aka Hi Reiju. She give Luffy that good slurp and suck the poison out of him, talking about some thanks for the treat. Me and Luffy just got a box at this point. Go ahead, throw that afro on in them boxing gloves, nigga. You got too many shotties on your dick, and I'm trying to beat your ass. And I've just been informed by my contemporaries it's actually pronounced Germa. We're gonna keep it pushing. We land on a chocolate island and meet the chick Sanji marrying. Her name Puddin', and she's cool with the Straw Hat. She even give us the GPS navigation. That's not even correct. She give us the goddamn map quest directions to Whole Cake Island. And Sanji was like, hey, you cool and all, but I gotta get back to my crew. Pull up on the ship and Peckham's is nowhere to be seen. Oh well, you snooze you lose type shit. Big Mom rampaging cause she got a craving, and then Jinbei pull up and give her what she wants, and he's like, we gotta talk. You bet not think about leaving me, boy. And that's exactly what the fuck he was planning on doing, cause a couple hours ago we see him talking to his mans like, Luffy gonna be king of the pirates, not these current Yonkos, not them lames. It's gonna be him. And I'm gonna need you to watch your goddamn mouth talking about goat beer, nigga. Luffy's still 2, but you forgot who top 1 is. And Big Mom was like, yeah, you know what? You can leave. But before that, bring out the death wheel. Finally reach Whole Cake, and Brook and Pedro dip to go find a road poneglyph. Rest of them run into the forest thinking they saw Sanji, but they run into Mirror Op, so Luffy's just beefing with himself for a couple seconds. They said, we need to get the fuck out of here. And they find themselves in the exact same spot they can't leave. And Mirror Luffy is one of Big Mom's daughters, Brule, and she just nabbed Nami. And Sanji having a talk with his dad. Did you fuck up your brother? He's pretty strong. He's strong, I'm better. Pop wasn't having none of that, so he told that little nigga step outside. Of course, we get the backstory that his brothers was beating the brakes off of him and Dada didn't care. So they getting into it or whatever, and then his dad used some Goonies to sneak him. Post ass whooping, bro, pull up. Yeah, I ain't want to marry off one of my good sons, and then I remembered you existed. You still a failure and I don't claim you, bitch. Then Reiju put the handcuffs on this nigga that'll blow his wrists off if he try to leave Whole Cake. Brother was in despair. Oh, we finally see where Peckham's went, and Bates shot him off of a cliff into the sharks, whatever. And this big man in the forest is Chiffon and Lola's dad, the same Lola from Thriller Bark. Dun, dun, dun. So Luffy get into it with this nigga named Cracker. He go gear 4 and knock that nigga neck loose, but it turns out that was just armor. Sanji defends one of the maids, and they like, hey, step out of line one more time. Zeph get knocked off the map. Sanji later finds that same girl unconscious, and at this point I was like, wow, Oda really wants me to root for Sanji. And for these 70-ish chapters, fuck it, I will. One of his brothers showed him that the Germagoons are literally built in a lab, and then Sanji saw the brother that fucked up old girl, and he was like on site. Then they were like, nigga, Zeph is gonna be putting up hacks, stay in your lane. Nah, how is every brother so pussy, bro? That Germa blood made a bunch of losers. Y'all can't fight, man, straight up. And the backstory gets even crazier, cause his brothers got mad at him for being a regular human. This is the most egregious dick eating I done ever seen. How are you mad a nigga is normal, and then y'all jump him for it? And Reiju actually cares for her, but she gotta pretend she don't because
wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
We also get that never cook again panel. That's for the culture. Anyway, Sanji got locked up in a cage so Judge can pretend he just don't exist. And then we get a flashback within the flashback. This is strike 2, motherfucker. Don't let it happen again. In this flashback squared, Sanji cooked some food and went to deliver it to his mom's, and even though he cooked some absolute doodle butter, his mom ate all of it with a smile on her face. And then we go back to flashback prime, and the brothers go into his cell to beat his ass. No, bro. For niggas with zero emotions, they sure got a lot of hate in their hearts. This is unrivaled. This is unmatched. I have never seen bigger dick eating in my life. If you have, please put it in the comments so I can see. This is crazy to me. Sanji said he want to escape, so Reiju literally forces open his cage and telling him he got one shot to get. Judge caught him and he like, oh nah, you doing me a favor, little nigga. Go ahead and leave. I don't want you here. You suck. Reiju told Sanji to find people who are good to him. Meanwhile, Cracker and Luffy been going at it for 11 hours straight. Dofi fans, go ahead and stop comparing him to Katakuri. It's levels to this. Reiju fixed Sanji face up with a little mask, and she like, nigga, where'd you get all this chivalry from? We get a flashback.
Listen here, little bitch. If I ever catch you laying hands on a woman, I'm gonna kill you and then myself, because I'm a parent that stand on business.
Is Zeph the best dad in One Piece? He just might be. Luffy said enough is enough and pull out the Gear 4 tank man and sit Cracker flying. Then they finally meet up with Sanji, and Luffy's like, all right, let's get out of here, best buddy. But you know, the cuffs, Zeph, he don't really gotta say. So this nigga don't kick Luffy, tell this nigga get lost. I'm royalty, nigga, you ass. Sanji, you don't believe not a single syllable you said, put your paws up. And despite the request to put them paws up, Luffy did not fight back, no matter how many times Sanji kicked that nigga. And then he eventually knocked bro out and Luffy got up. You stupid as hell if you think this is enough to drive me off. You're the cook for my ship and I'll wait right here for you to come back to us. Because without you, I can't become king of the pirates. Now please believe me, I would have loved to pour my heart and soul into that fucking scene, but I don't pay heart and soul for the scene money to be screaming in this house, and I have a black mother who will beat the piss out of me, so I think we just needs to keep it pushing. Anyways, Oda cooked with this scene, so one clap for Oda. Moving on, Luffy meant exactly what he said, cause that boy laying down, he ain't moving a muscle. An army was coming after him and that boy said, and? I said I'm waiting right here. So I'm waiting right here, they can run my hands. So let's check in with Jaguar and the Bones. They found where the poneglyphs are located and Pedro said he's going to be a distraction for Big Brook. We'll come back to them later. Meanwhile, Big Mom talking hella crazy to Luffy and Nami in prison, and then Nami was like, I'm friends with your daughter Lola. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Matter of fact, tell me where she's at so I can kill her. If her stupid ass just got married like I told her to, I would've already been king of the pirates. Nah, buddy, you failed to become king cause your cheeks. Don't blame Lola cause you ain't got it. She might have put them beaters on Luffy just for the hell of it, but then she heard someone was near her treasure. She hit the dash. Brook was finna put on a masterclass finesse, but Big Mom showed up like that. Sanji was delivering food to Puddin' and he out the window. He catch her talking to Reiju, laughing at the thought of marrying him and revealing Big Mom's true plan, smoking all the Vinsmokes. So she's sitting there making fun of everything about Sanji'S, how he looked, how he proposed, calling him a failure. Sanji's just repeatedly trying to light this cigarette in the rain, but he can't, and he's just crying. Puddin' uses her memory fruit to make Reiju forget about what happened, and Luffy sitting there trying to rip his arms off to get free. And some dude was finna torture Nami, but Big Jinbei come to the rescue. Reiju in the ER and Sanji pull up and tell her exactly what happened. We even get some more backstory, cause Sanji mom didn't want her sons to be emotionless monsters, but Judge forced the surgery on her anyways. So she was taking medication to try to stop the process, but it didn't work except for Sanji. His first thought was to blame himself, and Reiju said, shut that shit up, bitch. She ain't regret nothing and was happy with how you turned out. His father blamed that nigga though, so the abuse began. But his mother gave her life to protect him and the emotions he was born with. And that's why he was born kinder and gentler than anyone else. Reiju tells Sanji that them cuffs don't explode and that if Germa wiped out, Big Mom won't even go after Zeph. Now Luffy running around the palace looking for Sanji. Reiju tells Sanji to go back to them friends that would do anything for him. This nigga Pedro was finna be a suicide bomber, but he jumped right into the mirror world before the explosion. Luffy passes the infirmary. Reiju pull that nigga in, lets him know Sanji no Puddin' an op. Luffy jump out the motherfucking window because he made a promise and it wasn't here. Some nigga tried to eat the meat that was for Luffy. Sanji dunked that nigga and hit the dash because he knew where he needed to be. So everybody else is in the mirror world. We see Brook held captive, Big Mom sleeping. They switch his ass out for a fake, but that's Big Brook, nigga. He already copied the poneglyphs. Sanji pull up, Luffy slumped, but the second he smelled food, he woke up and got to eating. And Sanji's over here like, I can't go back to the crew because I hurt and insult you and my family's in danger. Luffy rocked his shit. Say what you really feel, bitch. I wanna go back to the sunny and save my family. Of course you do, nigga. That's just who you are. Let's get this shit poppin'. So the Mirror Gang find them and Luffy like, we gotta crash this wedding for Sanji'S. And Jinbei said, you could team up with Beige because he also wanna smoke that Big Mom pack. And as much as Luffy think he a bitch, he's like, aight. Pegum's alive, by the way. Jinbei folks treating him. They pull up on Beige Castle and they got told to wash their ass. And in the bath, we learned that Big Mom tried to marry Lola off to the Prince of Elbaf, but Lola ran away and they tried to sub in Chiffon off the bench, but that made shit worse because he already knew that wasn't his boo. So Big Mom hates Chiffon because she looked like Lola. So when Beige said he was gonna put her on a t-shirt, she ain't give not one fuck. And Luffy pull up on Beige like, alright, let me punch you dead in your shit real quick for what you did to Peckhams. And Jinbei had to stop him and remind them of the common goal. Here's the plan. Luffy bait, Mama scream. RPGs to kill that bitch, save Sanji family, skedaddle. And wee woo, the coldest nigga in the arc has arrived. Katakuri, his observation hockey is diabolical. This nigga has seen entire conversations and actions and bodies laid out before they even happen. He's different. The ceremony starting, we ready to move. Sanji lifts the veil and says, what a beautiful eye. Puddin fucking started stuttering. She started to break down and cry. Not a single person, mother, sibling ever had a single nice thing to say about her third eye. So she fumbled. Big Mom signaled the priest to do the blicking, but Katakuri see Sanji dodge it. So he shoot that nigga, but Sanji dodged that too, and now it's time. Nah, this shit is unpredictable. I cannot control this level of fuckery. Bunch of Luffy's burst out the cake. Big Mom is pissed and murks 3 niggas just cuz. Luffy go for the picture. Katakuri said, cut the games, little nigga. Trap that nigga in mochi. Jinbei frees him. Big Mom like, are you rebelling, boy? Jinbei says, hell yeah. Go ahead, take my life if you can, bitch, nigga. She can't take a year. She can't take a minute. She can't take a fucking second. Cause Jinbei ain't scared. Luffy gonna be king of the pirates. Fuck, I look like trembling in the presence of a mere emperor. Talk to these niggas, Jinbei. And tink. Brook smashed the picture of Mother Carmel. Big Mom in a state of shock. The Vinsmokes getting held at gunpoint and Judge crying like a bitch. His son's just laughing. Damn, we get it cooked. Oh well, it what it is, ain't that right, Pops? Type shit. Talk it, bro. They don't give a goddamn, and it's his fault for taking away the emotion, so he crying so low. Between the cake, the Straw Hats, and the picture, Big Mom don't know what to be pissed about first. So Luffy showed her the pic again, and she started screaming. Unleash her Conqueror's hockey on everybody in attendance. Sanji saved his family, strike a pose with the Siggy. Big Mom, however, is wondering why her mom disappeared 63 years ago. Flashback, she fucked up some giants, so they hate her, and she ate Mother Carmel and got her soul fruit. Anything beyond that?
We do not care.
Gang shot the rocket, but Big Mom screamed again and destroyed them shits. So now we gotta escape, but the mirror got cooked. So Beige went castle mode, the Vinsmoke strike a gang ass pose, and now everybody in the castle. Big Mom putting them beaters on the castle. Beige like, if this shit gets destroyed, I'm finished. Sanji said he refused to let his family die because he'll be damned if he led a life where he couldn't stand tall and proudly look Zeph in the eyes. Garma go out there to run some phase. Reiju gets cooked by Big Mom, so Luffy and Sanji jump in. Now they scrapping. Luffy said, only one nigga gonna be king of the pirates, and that's me. After I pack Kaido, you're next, stupid. First off, you ain't beating that nigga. Secondly, who the fuck said you leaving this island alive? So, remember what I said in Fishman Island? Oh yeah, we also mailed a pipe bomb to Big Mom's doorstep, but that won't matter for a few arcs. Yeah, that shit blew the fuck up and made the whole castle collapse. Our guys get away and Big Mom and them all fall. This made Big Mom mad about not eating some cake, and her lame ass son told her the Straw Hats got a second one and she hit the dash. Puddin pull up and says she can make a cake with Shifon and Sanji to save the crew, and Nami feed Zeus and used him to lightning strike Big Mom, but she ate that up easy peasy. The ops pull up on the Sunny and Luffy get into it with Katakuri. Pedro sitting there like, oh yeah, this is the crew of all time, and he finally got to sacrifice himself with the kaboom. Bro was trying real hard to off himself the whole arc. He and Megumi twins for real. But you wanna know the craziest part? The nigga Pedro tried to kill is alive and kicking. So we Kuda burst away. Luffy dragged Katakuri to the mirror world so they could run the ones, and everyone over here boo-hooing about Pedro. Jinbei said, shut that shit up. He knew what he had to do. Luffy did the same thing. Tee up. In the mirror world, ain't no other way to put it. Luffy getting bitched. He getting dog walked out there. He don't got the strength, speed, or hockey. Nothing. He getting cooked. Luffy told the crew, break every mirror on the ship and don't worry about him because he'll find a way out. Big Mom pulled up on a big wave, but Jinbei got moves. He finessed the fuck out of her. And Katakuri do not play about his siblings, especially Brule. He was steady talking shit, but the second Luffy tried to touch her, he slammed that nigga into a wall. Hey yo, what the fuck? You awakened? Oh, you thought it would just be Dofi? Nigga, this the norm now. You better get with the program. Just to bury that nigga under Mochi so he could enjoy his scheduled snack time. And he don't let nobody see him eating. Bro made a Mochi house for the privacy. Too bad Luffy, the hungriest nigga this side of the Grand Line, he eat his way out, then break that man house, and we finally get to see what's under that man's scarf. Oh my god, his jaw big as hell. The food ain't going nowhere, nigga. Slow down. Bro said, alright, then no survivors, killed all the chefs. Nobody that's eating my mouth can live, bro. Luffy hit that nigga with a shoo-move kick to the chin, and he's like, oh shit, I figured out your power. And finally activate Gear 4, start putting them beaters on Katakuri. Yo, fake ass invincibility. It's really your observation hockey that's the problem here. What can I say, you cooked? I got a little excited and you need to be calm for observation. I'll give it to you though. It's been some years since I've been hit. Then he punched Luffy so hard that nigga's eyes started twerking. Gear 4 running out so Luffy hit the dash. Then he see Brule and he said, Oh yeah, easy lick. Over to Sanji and them, base of the cake ready so Beige ride his tank ship on land. Sanji put the cake on the ship and they hit the ocean. Anyway, the Sunny surrounded and Kara see a full moon and says, hey chill, I'ma handle these bozos. Then she hit the crazy transformation, bro. There ain't nothing I can say. This shit look majestic. And oh boy, she was cooking these niggas. This is called the Sulong form and it can only happen in a full moon. And after obliterating them ships, the time limit's up and Brook pull up and take her back to the Sunny. Too bad Big Mom pulled up on the ship right after looking for cake. She knocked Jinbei into the sea, but Jinbei part of the Get Back gang and rocked her shit. And she fell off the ship. Brook split Zeus and Nami used him to shock the hell out of her again. And Shawty was on demon time. I wasn't asking you to be my friend, stupid little dumb cloud bitch. You're gonna serve me or you're gonna die. Back to Luffy v Curry. Bro is upset that Luffy refuses to stay down. Wait a goddamn, did this nigga just try to dodge me? And Luffy just closing his eyes trying to reprove that observation mid-battle. Cake done. Sanji said it'll stop Big Mom and Luffy said he'll beat Katakuri. Why? Because they believe in me. Big Mom smelled the cake and started zooming. Beige lead her away, but a blockade was already waiting for him and a bunch of niggas spawn camping the mirror Luffy finna pop out of. Back to the real fight. Can you like stop getting up, please? You getting a little too close to my little observation, my nigga. This ain't good for my image type shit. Then he put a hole in Luffy's stomach, but the fact Luffy got hit at all made bro pissed. What the fuck happened? You lost focus? What's up with you? Then he watches bro dodge something, then fall over. He saw his sister giggling and shit, started walking towards her. This stupid bitch! You fucked up his mobility and took away my dub? The second she jumped out to try to hug him, Katakuri stabbed himself the same way he did Luffy. With two men fighting, stay your punk ass out of it. She hit the craziest switch up of all time though. You gross anyways, fucked up ass mouth. I'm sending these pics to every member of the fan club and taking your popularity. My fault, Straw Hat. I ain't noticed that needle. Nah, you good, gang. Ain't no fair ones between pirates. I should've dodged it. Let's run that shit back. So they clash Conquerors hockey. I no longer consider you inferior to me, Straw Hat. Appreciate it, but I'm still gonna rock your shit. And this how you know shit's getting real diabolical, bro. They're answering questions that ain't been asked yet, and they said it's time to end this. So Luffy pull out a new form, Gear 4 Snakeman. This one focus on speed, and Katakuri already got hit before I finished this sentence. That's insane. And not only is that bitch fast, this hoe can change directions mid-punch. Mink. But Katakuri wasn't standing for none of that. He hit the nastiest clothesline I done ever seen, and they going at it. The final clash. Buzzcut Mochi versus King Cobra. Katakuri slammed Luffy. Luffy hit Katakuri straight in his stomach. The ground collapsed as the Gear 4 ran out, and Katakuri falls over. By the time bro climb out the hole, Katakuri standing tall, asking if he gonna come back to clap Big Mom. Of course, I'm gonna be king of the pirates. You looking real far into the future, ain't you? And nigga falls on his back unconscious. Luffy put the extra hat he got over Katakuri's mouth and walk away. Oh, what the hell? Beckham's here. What's up? He said he gonna use his Sulong form as a distraction so Luffy can get. So they jump out the mirror. Sanji saves him mid-air just to get smacked back down. But Big Germa pulled up on that weak ass fleet. We want our get back on the Big Mom pirates. Hey yo, Jinbei, do a drive by full speed. We gonna make it on that ship. Oh God. And Brule just sitting there crying. She said Luffy didn't run away. He ain't cheat that nigga. He defeated Katakuri, and everyone in that bitch was shook. With the help of all of his fuck-ass brothers, they get past Big Mom's forces. Niji tossed Sanji off the island saying, so long, failure? Base dropped the cake off and Luffy and Sanji back on the Sunny. Judge is like, bruh, why you care about that nigga so much? He don't got no royal pride. He cook. He got emotions. He be putting himself in danger for others. Luffy's confused. Why does nigga listen your best qualities? Oh, but shit's still desperate. In fact, I would argue it's never not been desperate. But then the Sun Pirates pull up to help. The Willa D is bullshit, I ain't gonna hold you. Big Mom eats the cake, that shit busting so everyone gets to live. You know, everyone on the island is still going crazy with the crew and they getting cooked. But Jinbei was like, nah, I ain't abandoning them now. I'll protect them and come back alive. Luffy was like, don't forget, I'm your captain now. We'll be waiting for you in Wano because guess what? You don't got my permission to die. And this bird nigga named Morgans, he handled the newspaper. Man saw everything go down and he was like, huh, best believe one of the worst generations gonna claim the title of Pirate King and let this nigga cook. Cause as far as I can tell, it's either Goatbeard or Luffy, and I win either way. Brule taking care of Katakuri in the mirror world. Do I tell y'all the backstory? Fuck it, I'll tell y'all the backstory. Katakuri, he'd go. When he was a kid, he was dusting niggas. Anyone that made fun of his mouth, pop, pop, pop. So for revenge, they went after Brule, which is how she got that scar on her face, and that nigga spun the block. But ever since then, he been covering his mouth and protected his siblings through the fear of his perfection. He got told Luffy made it out safe, and he was happy with the news. Speaking of news, we got the newspaper, and Sanji got a bounty increase, and Luffy said his went down? His bounty dropped from 500 million to 150 million. King Triton or whatever this nigga name is, I forgot and I ain't googling it, said he gonna declare Fishman Island as Luffy territory after Reverie. And the whole world reading the news and they calling Luffy the 5th Emperor. We see Kobe say Viola and the royal family dress rose, then he read the newspaper, he start crying cause Luffy his GOAT. Kaido reading this shit. 5th Emperor? The nigga that fucked up my smile fruit operation? Why I order? Blackbeard cooting as usual. Emperor? Slow down, young blood. You don't got motion like that. You ain't ready for that title yet. Just for us to learn this nigga Luffy stupid than a bitch. Cause his bounty ain't no 150 million, it's 1.5 billion. And with that, Whole Cake Island wrap up and we on our way to Wano. See how much I like Sanji when he not being a fuck ass loser? Don't get used to it cause he peaked. See y'all niggas in a year or whenever the hell I decide to do Wano. That shit getting split into parts cause you got me fucked. It's been your boy Demi Darko and I'll see y'all niggas next time. Peace.